guys, welcome back to week 3 of my 2017 Project Life album. I am starting today with the week card like I typically use. Sometimes I do choose a different card, but a lot of times I will choose the weekly card to work on first, or the title card. So this is just a printable I think I got some time ago, and I honestly don't remember what company I got this from. I may have just been a Pinterest find where I just pulled it up. But I really like how it looks, and what I wanted to do, it already had some splatters of some yellow and gray or silver on it, so I want to beef that up by adding this Mandarin Mai Tai shimmer spray as well as some Mr. Huey's silver spray. And I really like how this turned out. It just emphasized the splatters that were already on the card, and anytime I can add some splatters to a card, that makes me happy. So this is the Mr. Huey's that I'm going to be using next. And then that will be it, I believe, for this title card, and then I'll move on to some of my other cards in the spread. So here I am having a picture, I'm decorating a picture of my kitty cat, and I'm just adding this simple journaling strip. And then that's it for this one. I'm going to move on to another little smaller picture, and this is going to be on the back of this kind of die cut card that I had already put some stuff on from the previous week. So I'm going to glue this down, but I realized that I really need some separation between the grays in the photo and the grays on the card, so I'm going to end up mounting it on some white cardstock. But first I'm kind of playing to see what I want to do, and then I realized, yep, I need some white cardstock, so I'm going to glue that down there, and then I'm going to continue on with the little card and embellishing the card. But first I need to trim it down just a little bit so I can get the white cardstock all the way around, and so it fits better on the card and you can still see the border. I'm just trimming that out with my scissors. It's easy enough. It's a very small piece, so I didn't have to be that precise. And I'm just going to add some glue to that, and then I am going to trim it out to make sure there's nothing hiding over the edge. And then I will add that kind of aqua arrow. That one comes from October Afternoon, one of their chipboard pieces. I know I've probably said this in all of my videos where I have anything to do with October Afternoon, but I am very sad. I absolutely love October Afternoon. I am so sad that they have decided to no longer make scrapbooking products, because they were one of my favorite collections. They were just really awesome. So now I'm going to be working on this card. This is actually a card, it's a screenshot from my Instagram account, and I am such a big dork, but I had I think a December Daily album page where Paige Evans had actually commented on my Instagram picture, and I was just like a little giddy schoolgirl, so I was really excited. I'm sure you guys have experienced things like that before, but anyway, it's kind of cool when someone that's really popular in industry takes time to look at other people's feeds and things like that and comment. So I was pretty excited that she posted, so I of course had to capture it in my Project Life album. So now I'm just using this little word strip. It's kind of a silver strip that says Life's Treasure. And I've had these little sticker strips in my stash forever. I didn't like the holes, so I just trimmed those off, as you saw earlier. And I had this little bone charm in my stash. It is adorable, and of course it had to go with our new puppy Bodhi. So this is a little picture of him on the back patio, and I'm just going to add that like it's dangling, and then I'm going to add the word you, and I think I add one more word, I think. And I'm just gluing this down with some adhesive. I really just don't want it to be flopping around in the page, but it doesn't have to stick too well because it's in a little pocket, so I'm not too overly concerned. And I'm going to tape the twine down here in a little bit. So now I'm just flipping that around, putting some washi tape on the back and trimming it off. So I guess I do just leave the word you. Now I am going to work on this filler card. I'm just going to put some splatters on it and call it a day on this one. It just is beautiful. And these look really, really dark now, but they do dry quite a bit lighter, but they do have a shimmer because they're a silver color. So now I am going to start on this vertical picture, and I'm just going to use this chipboard arrow. I think it was from Studio Calico from when I was subscribing to their kits, and I'll add some more to that card here in a little bit. Here's another one of those silver word strips. It just says treasure, and it's the dog, our dog that we've had, and the puppy hanging out together. They absolutely love each other. Let me tell you, I'm so happy we got this puppy, because my other dog, Indy, is in love with this dog. The other dog that we have, he's an Australian Shepherd, and he's much older, and he's just not playful. And Indy always wants to play. The cats never want to play with him, and now he has this puppy, and he is in seventh heaven. They have been inseparable since we've got them, or got the puppy. And the puppy is just enamored with Indy. He wants to lay with him, he wants to snuggle with him, he wants to be next to him at every waking moment. So it's really, really cute, and it makes me very, very happy that we got Bodhi, and it worked out as well as it has. It's just their little buddies match made in heaven. So now I'm just working on this card. It's a picture of a cart full of stuff from Target, and I'm just going to add one of these metal rim tags that I think I've got from Stampin' Up. And I'm going to add a little heart stamp that I just fussy cut out, and I'm going to add a little bit of glue to that, and then I'm going to add a little button. And that was the same button that I think I used earlier in the layout, and it works perfectly to bring that color across the pages. This is just going to be a very simple card where it says love this. This is a little Ellie Edwards stamp. And now I'm going to work on this card. This is going to end up being a journaling card, so it's going to look really plain right now. I'm just going to add this bow, and then I'm going to add some color sprinkles to it. And then later on I'm going to actually add some journaling strips, which you'll see in a little bit. Here is another picture of our puppy, because I can't have enough pictures of our new puppy. And this one says dream, and I'm adding another heart. This one is a punched out heart that basically I took washi tape, put it down on the paper, and then punched it out. And that's a good way to use up your washi tape too. So if you have a lot of things like that in your stash with the washi tape, just put a bunch of it down on white cardstock and then just punch it out with your punches, because I'm sure punches are another thing you probably don't use as much as you should, and you probably have more than you want to admit, like me. So now I'm just adding journaling strips. This is kind of a compromise I found that might work better for people that like both the close-ups and the far out view. So at the end, I'm just taking the layout and adding some finishing touches on. And hopefully maybe just let me know in the comments below if this is something you'd like to see. Like I think I mentioned in the week 2 video, I do have quite a bit of these already filmed, and a lot of them I don't do this technique where I show the overall layout at the end. But if this is something you guys like, once I get through all the videos, I can maybe do this, and maybe this will work as a good compromise and meet everyone's needs and requests. So definitely leave me a comment below letting me know what you think about that. So I am taking some inspiration I got from Amy Gretchen. She is another YouTuber, which she is just fantastic. I absolutely love her Project Life layouts, and I can't wait for her next videos to come out because I get lots of inspiration from her. She has a pretty simple Project Life process, but I just absolutely love what she does. And she had this idea of punching these circles and just kind of lopping off a portion of them, and I absolutely love how this looks. So this is another way to add journaling to your cards, and it just kind of adds like almost like a speech bubble appearance in a way without having the little tail of the speech bubble, and I absolutely love how this looks. And it is great if you want to incorporate your own handwriting. It just kind of contains the journaling, so it's not just like kind of like floating around on the page. And that's what I feel sometimes when I do handwritten journaling. It just doesn't look very clean. So this is a good way I found that you can kind of contain that and make it look cool. So thank you, Amy Gretchen, for your inspiration. And here's that card that I said that I was going to add just some journaling strips on, so I added that on and then just put that bow back. And I'm just going through, as I did on the previous page, and just adding some enamel dots here and there just to kind of finish off this layout. So I'm really getting to the end of this layout, and while I am putting the rest of these little pieces on the page, I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I want to thank all of my new and existing subscribers. The reason I do this is because of you guys. If you guys weren't here watching my videos, then I would have nobody to show this to. So I really appreciate you guys spending the time watching my process. I really enjoy doing the scrapbooking and also you know, sharing that process with you guys. So I appreciate all of your comments and support and likes and subscriptions and things like that. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now this is, what is it? Oh, what's that planner collection? Happy Planner. This is a Happy Planner sticker book, and it is fabulous. So even if you're not a planner person, this sticker book has all kinds of stickers in it. And if you just use a little bit of creativity, most of the stickers, even if they're very planner related, can be modified to make it work for what you're doing. So this one has a little banner that says to do, and I was grocery shopping, so that's perfect. But a lot of them have just, you know, they're like plain stickers that have just some pattern to it. They don't have any words. There's other stickers that you can modify and chop off things that you don't like, but they still work as like a banner. It's a really good sticker book, and I highly recommend going to Michael's and grabbing one. Just make sure you use your coupon because they are a bit pricey, but you get a ton of stickers in there. So definitely check those out at your next time you're at Michael's. And they may have them in other stores as well, but that's the place where I got them. So I want to thank you guys so much again for joining me. If you liked the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I can't wait to talk to you guys again next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.